If you've ever visited the Uffizi galleries in Florence, you must have stumbled upon this famous pair, the Duke and Duchess of Urbino. But have you ever heard of Urbino? The latter isn't an imaginary landscape that serves as a background of these two paintings. Although it does look and feel dreamy, Urbino is 100% real and one of the lesser-known places you should visit in Italy. Keep watching to find out why. Nestled in the gentle hills of Le Marche, one of Italy's most authentic regions, Urbino is a sight to behold. In the Renaissance era, Urbino was one of the greatest cultural hubs not only in Italy but in the whole of Europe. Under the rule of Federico da Montefeltro, the aforementioned Duke of Urbino, the city flourished, attracting the crème de la crème of artists and intellectuals of the time. Nowadays, Urbino is an almost painfully beautiful town and one of Italy's best-kept secrets. Although you could spend several days enjoying Urbino's relaxing pace of life, picturesque historic center, and gorgeous surroundings, in this video we're showing you how to spend an unforgettable day in Urbino Marche. Even though Urbino remains largely unknown to non-Italians, it was the birthplace of one of the great Renaissance masters, Raphael. The son of another painter, Giovanni Santi, Raphael was born in Urbino on March 28, 1483, sharing a birthday with the narrator of this video. The house where Raphael was born and spent the first years of his life is now a museum, and this should be your first stop on this walk through the charms of Urbino. Within the museum's walls, you will see paintings by both Raphael and his father, personal everyday items, and the very room where Raphael was born. On your way to your next sightseeing stop, you can't miss Piazza della Repubblica. This quintessentially Italian square is where the town's 5 main streets meet. It's the perfect place for people watching over a cup of Italian coffee or gelato. Right next to the imposing church of Santa Maria Assunta, Urbino's cathedral, the city's impressive Ducal Palace awaits. Dominating Piazza Rinascimento, Palazzo Ducale has been a UNESCO-listed site since 1998, alongside the rest of Urbino's historic center. The former residence of Federico da Montefeltro, the palace now houses the region's National Gallery and its large collection of paintings and sculptures. However, the palace is worth a visit for its architecture alone. You will be amazed by its central courtyard, grand staircase, and various rooms with elaborate fireplaces. What fascinated us the most, though, was the basement area with its remnants of stables, kitchens, cisterns, and several other spaces related to everyday life in the palace. Palazzo Ducale takes a bit of time to explore. Therefore, you'll probably be hungry when you're done discovering its treasures. If so, the best way to savor the essence of Urbino is to grab a Crescia di Urbino, a treat that dates back to the Middle Ages. A local Crescia is similar to a piadina, the typical Italian flatbread, and comes with various fillings. Now, full and happy, it's time to get lost in the maze-like old town of Urbino, falling in love with its narrow alleys, quaint squares, and laid-back atmosphere at every turn. You don't need a map here, just wander around, taking in the beauty. The only drawback? I'm not going up there, no. But don't let the uphill streets put you off. There is always a lovely place to catch your breath, like the Oratorio di San Giuseppe with its beautiful chapels, or the Oratorio di San Giovanni Battista with its spectacular frescoes. Before sunset, head to the highest point in Urbino, the town's mighty fortress. You can step inside the fortress and walk around its ramparts, or lie on the grass to catch the last rays of the sun. No matter how you choose to finish your day in Urbino, one thing's for sure: the stunning views will make you vow to go back before too long. Thank you for watching our video about how to spend a day in Urbino, this fine example of an Italian Renaissance city that hasn't changed much throughout the centuries. Although a day trip is enough to enjoy the best Urbino has to offer, it could also be the perfect base from which to explore the wider area on a road trip and discover some of the region's prettiest natural landscapes, such as Gola del Furlo or Marmite dei Giganti. If you enjoyed our video about Urbino Marche, please like it, leave us a comment, or share it with anyone you know looking for lesser-known destinations in Italy. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time!